Hi, it's Sylvester. I'm going to be talking kind of quietly in this video because I am going to be talking about a guy who lives down the hall from me, and I don't want him to hear me talking about him because it might piss him off, and quite frankly, I am scared of him. So yeah, you saw the title. I got attacked last night, just out of nowhere, completely unprovoked. Just some guy who lives in the building that I live in attacked me. Where do I start? I don't know this guy. He's lived here for a few years at this point. I don't know his name. I've spoken to him maybe like 3 or 4 times. I asked him for a cigarette a couple of times. He asked me for a cigarette a couple of times. We really haven't really spoken to each other, and so I have no reason, there's no reason for this guy to be upset with me. There's no reason for this guy to do what he did. But last night I was outside. It was like 10:50 p.m. or something like that. I was outside having a cigarette, and I went to go in the front door of the building, and as I'm approaching the front door, I see this guy coming down the stairs. And he looks really pissed off, but that's not really weird for him. He often looks very pissed off, so I'm like, whatever. I don't really think anything of it. But then he comes out the front door and immediately just kicks me, just right in the middle of the chest. He just kicks me, and I go flying backwards, and then I'm on the ground, and he comes over to me, and he starts punching me in the head, and he punches me in the head like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, reaching up, trying to push him away from me, clawing at his face, saying, "What the fuck? Stop it." And so he punches me like 3 or 4 times, and then he stops and turns around and just goes back inside the building and just leaves like nothing happened. And it was very scary, and it was very shocking, and again, I have no idea what this guy's issue is. I know that he has mental health issues, and I'm assuming that's what's going on here, because I do know that he has been experiencing some form of psychosis. He's been experiencing voices in his head, because he would walk around the apartment building talking to himself a lot. And so the one day I asked him, I was like, "Hey, are you hearing voices?" Because if you don't know, I used to experience psychosis, and I used to have hallucinations, and I used to hear voices. So I asked him, like, "Hey man, are you hearing voices?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Just so you know, I used to hear voices too, and I went on antipsychotics, and that really helped me." And that was the end of the conversation. So this was a while ago that conversation happened, so I don't think that's what he's mad about, although maybe he's pissed off that I told him to go on antipsychotics. I didn't tell him to go on antipsychotics. I told him that antipsychotics helped me, but I didn't mean any harm by that conversation. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was genuinely trying to help him. But like I said, that was a while ago. That was like over a year ago that we had that conversation, and he's had the cops called on him at least once, for yelling in his unit, and so like I said, he's having some kind of mental breakdown. He's not doing well in terms of his mental health, and so as scared as I am of him, and as pissed off as I am that he attacked me, I also have a lot of empathy for him, because I went through something so similar to what it seems like he's going through that it's hard for me not to have sympathy for him. You know what I mean? And it is triggering seeing somebody go through something so similar to what I went through. Hearing him talking to himself in the hallway and stuff, it's just reminds me of what I went through with my psychosis, and that was really traumatic, and so it's very triggering to see this happening to him, and so I called the police, and I filed a report. The police didn't send anyone out to go talk to him or anything, because they were scared for my safety. They were scared that if a police officer went and talked to him, that would piss him off, and then he would try to target me more. So I've done everything that I could press charges. I could, and it was caught on camera, because this happened right out front of the building, and there's a camera right there. So this was caught on camera. and I could press charges if I wanted to, but I really, really, really don't want to. I really hate the idea of taking someone to court, and I really hate the idea of pissing this guy off by like pressing charges. And like, I don't know how far this guy's gonna take things. I don't know what he's capable of. I am very scared of him. Like, I don't want to rock the boat, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to piss him off. So, like I said, I reported it to the police, and that's pretty much the whole story. And I'm scared because I don't know like how obsessed with me this guy is. I don't know like why he hates me so much. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know if he's planning on getting a gun and shooting me. I don't know if he's like, gonna attack me every time he sees me, because I run into this guy a lot. Like even this morning I was outside having a cigarette and he came out the door, and luckily he didn't see me because I was standing kind of over by the back parking lot. But he came out the side door. And if I had been standing next to the side door, which is where I usually stand when I smoke, then he would have ran right into me. And so, like, I don't know if he would have attacked me again. Like, I don't know what his deal is. And he knows where I live. He knows what apartment I'm in. So, like, I'm scared to wake up to a threat on my front door or something someday. It's just like somebody leaves a note that says, "I'm going to kill you," or something. Like, I don't know what this guy is capable of. I don't know what his problem is. Yeah, like when I was experiencing psychosis and I was hearing voices, I thought I was telepathic, and I thought that there were people in my brain. And so that's my best theory of what's going on here, is I think he is hearing voices and he thinks that I'm in his head. He thinks that I'm telepathically harassing him or something. And so it's impossible for me to prove to him that I'm not doing that. So, and once somebody is so convinced that of something like that, that they will physically beat someone up, then they're pretty convinced of it. Like, I don't know if there's anything I can do to convince him that I'm not guilty. Like, I didn't do anything. And so, I don't know what to do. I'm just a little bit scared to leave the apartment now, and I'm scared of this guy. And like I said, I don't even know his name. And it's a very scary situation. So, if I ever go missing, sorry, I shouldn't smile. I shouldn't laugh. This isn't funny. But, if I ever go missing, or if something ever happens to me, there's a guy down the hall who really hates me for some reason. And so I would, look into that if I ever go missing or something. Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye. Oh, I guess I should probably say that I'm not hurt. There's like a little bit of redness here on the side of my face. My jaw hurts. My chest kind of hurts a little bit from when he kicked me. But I'm not like bruised. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I don't think I'm concussed. So yeah, I'm okay. But I'm just very shaken up and just very scared because, I don't know what this guy's capable of, and I don't know why he hates me. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.